Hey everybody, I wanted to make a serious video here because of recent happenings that I found out. Well, I found out that there's been a lot going on with a lot of people who I knew, and I wanted to dedicate a video to them as well as everybody I can to say those who are going through grieving are not alone. Take it from me. I've been through it numerous times. My parents, my grandmother, some really good friends whom this video goes out to their families as well. Because through grieving, you do realize and you feel a lot. I'm sorry that, I'm kind of emotional because it hits home. It's a very strong time that when it happens. It's first thing I felt, I'm sorry, but first thing I felt when I went through the grieving process is that I felt alone. That I was the only one going through it. And the truth is, you're not. You may feel that way, and it's very powerful, and it's a very intense emotion that you feel when it happens. And it just overtakes you. I mean, it might happen for a week, a day, a month, even a year. I've went through it for at least a year, through at least the first time. As it happened again, I managed to compose myself and learn through it. I'm not saying through each person it'll take 1 year, or it'll take 6 months, or it'll take a week, or a day, or it'll never take a day. Don't even say that. Don't even think about that. I'm sorry. But when you go through it, just know, number one, you're never alone. There will always be somebody there to talk to listen. I mean, if it even came down to it, I know a lot of people don't even know me from Adam, but I've been through the experience, and I know. And if you ever need any help or guidance or anything through this, just know that I will be a person that will be there. I've been through it about 5 times at least. At least. I'm not even going to take that as a good thing. Okay? It's a painful process. It's a long process. But it takes a lot of effort to get through. And there's no time span. Don't ever listen to anybody that would ever say, it's been blah 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 long, or don't listen to that. Don't even take that. Okay? It's not true. Take as long as you need to get through it. Just know that there will be people there to definitely listen, who will be there to even talk to. And that was the first part. There's plenty of it. There's the feeling of numbness that comes in, where that was actually part of the first with me. There was, the feeling of aloneness, and then there was as well numbness, where like everything seems to be all right in a sense. Like you just go through with your everyday life like nothing pretty much. No emotion, nothing. You're just numb to the world. And I'm just gonna say that's normal too. Anything that you feel through that process is truth, is real, Don't let anybody ever tell you that how you feel is wrong or bad or anything of that nature. Do not let anybody say that, because what you are feeling is you. It's your emotions, your feelings. It's not theirs. They can't tell you how to feel. You're not programmed in a way. You are yourself. You're an individual. You are unique. And you don't need to be told how to live your life. Just be known that you are loved, you are cared about, and you are never alone. You have support, you have friends, you will have family. Even if they're not blood family, you will have people who actually feel like family. You have possibly friends who are like brothers and sisters, maybe even people who you know are possibly older, who will feel like a father figure or a mother figure. They will be there for you. They will support you. And however you feel, if any negative emotions comes out, it's out of the pain. The pain is the thing that really you have to learn. You don't get through it. You have to learn. I don't want to say tolerate it, but you have to learn to. I can't even think of the word, but you have to learn to manage it. I guess you can say, in a sense. I'm not gonna say take like a week and feel better after that, or take like a month, like I first said. Take as long as you need to. If it takes years, it takes years. Hell, my mother and my father have both been going for years. I'm still not over it. I don't even think for a second, I might be okay, I can manage, I can get through my life. But it's always still there. I still miss them. And it's okay to miss them. It's okay to feel, to feel the sadness, to feel the melancholy. It's okay. Like I said, have a support system. Like I said, it can be anybody. Good friends you talk to, family members, even if it's a dog or a cat. Just have something, someone. I mean, I know for the longest time when I was going through it, I still play a lot of video games to escape a lot of stuff. And that, I've always played video games, but that's, in a sense, an escape. Do what you have to do to help yourself. Okay? Don't just say, someone tells you to get over it and you're like, okay, I'm better. Just because they tell you that. No, you're not better. There's no such thing as getting better. Okay? It's losing somebody is a sense of is pain. Is going to be a memory. And you're going to know this. You're going to have witnessed it in a sense, or at least know the feeling. And it's grieving, it's loss. And and you do lose. That's the sad truth. Because people cannot live forever. It's the truth. And in the back of your mind, we all know this. That's why you have to cherish who you have, who you love. Treat them, good. Going through grieving, you do learn a lot, not just about yourself, but possibly about others. When I was going through the grieving of my mother, I became closer with my father. I spoke with my father. We became friends. We weren't just, father and son. We were actually on at least a friendship level, a communication friendship. I learned more about, my heritage and such, and what happened, when my father was a kid and all. And, sometimes grieving and loss is painful, but it can lead to good things. And I'm not gonna say anything like, grieving and loss is a good thing. It's not. It's true and honest to truth, to God, truth of pain. But I just wanted to make a video to dedicate to all those out there who are actually going through the grieving and loss, to not just explain a little bit of my story and the situation I was in and how I went through it a little bit, but I wanted to say that, like I've said several times in this video, you're not alone. People will listen. People will care. It's understandable if you do go and hide for a little while and keep to yourself. It is okay. It's understandable. It's normal. Okay? It's numbness is normal. All of it is normal. Don't think that you're all messed up or something. Or people think, you're weird or different for it. No, it's a normal part of grieving and loss. It's a pain that struck you in the heart. You have to get through it. No, it's not really even getting through it. I keep saying get through it. There's no getting through it. There's managing it. You slowly start to go through life and get back to everyday life. It's not going to be the same. Don't even think that, because per se, as my example with me, it was my mother. My mother had a stroke. My normal everyday life was I got up, I went down to check on my mother, because, like I said, she had a stroke. I checked up on her. I made sure she was okay. I made her a little, if she was up, I made her a little breakfast. And I went to school. And then I came home. And pretty much I was with her for X amount of hours during the day. I came home, I made sure, she ate something and all that. But then she passed. And that's completely different now. Because now I just had to get up, get ready for school, and come home and do whatever, It was different. It was weird. It didn't feel normal. But the sad truth is, that's what came everyday life. And you have to adapt to it. I guess that would be the proper terminology. Adapt to the pain. Don't go through it. That doesn't even sound right. That just sounds like, oh, I'm over it. That happened. You're not over it. And there's somewhere in the deep back of your mind or in your heart, it will still be there. And not all of it has to be pain. Remember the good times as well, to help you get to, I keep wanting to say get through it. Sorry. To help you manage it. Because, whenever I say get through it, it just doesn't sit well when I say it. Because it makes me seem like, oh, you're acting weird. Get over it. I don't want to say that. I don't want to sound like that at all. And I'm truly deeply sorry if it does, when I say get through it, it sounds like that. Because I don't. I've been through it. I know how much it sucks when people tell you that. And it's stupid and pathetic. Because when you lose somebody, it hurts a lot. I still hurt to this day. Sure, I go through my everyday life. I live life how I want to. And all. But still, I still do visit my parents' grave for holidays as well as their birthdays. And there's no forgetting them. I go there, I even, I spend time at the grave to see my parents. that's the whole thing. Don't forget. Don't forget them. Especially if they were important figures. You will always love them. You will always remember them. If they were close. If they were good friends. If they were family. You will always remember them. Always love them. There's no just saying, oh, they're gone. They mean nothing to me now. You can't, that's theoretically, it's, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it would be very hard and very painful because other people will still remember them, and in which it will make you remember and feel bad for saying such a ludicrous thing. So, overall, like I said, I wanted to take this time to share my experience with grieving and loss. As you know, I made vlogs previously with it. There was a few videos that were taken down. I don't know why, it was weird. But I wanted to reiterate, especially with the recent happenings of, let's just say, people losing loved ones, to know that it's normal to feel the way you feel. It's normal to be sad, angry, upset, in pain, sorrow, grieving, loss. It's okay. It's normal. But the key thing is, I can't say this enough, because when I went through it, it was horrible. Because I locked myself away in my room. I didn't talk to anybody at all. Literally, I think I talked to my friends like once a week, if that. And the sad part is, through it, I felt alone. I'm the one who isolated myself, and I still felt alone. And that's the bad part. It's okay to isolate yourself for a little while, to try to get your thoughts in check. But just know, you don't have to do it alone. If it came down to it, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for everyone. Because I've been through it. I know the pain. I can't compare to you or your pain because me and you are completely different people. We're unique. Whereas, I isolated myself. You could be completely different. You could be, going through life, but still have those moments where you actually, when you're alone, you actually hide and cry. Or you could, have those angry spirits of saying, why were they taken from me? And, hit things or stuff. And feel guilt, or for some reason, because I know for a while I felt guilty too. I don't know why, because now I look back on it, it had nothing to do with me when my parents passed. But still, I felt guilty. I felt like I could do more. I had to do more. But they were, I couldn't. I felt like I should have, but I didn't. But now, it was natural causes that got them. My father had cancer, and I don't have the cure for it. My mother had a stroke as well as seizures all at the same time, and she pretty much passed that way. I'm not a doctor. I couldn't do that. I mean, even if I wanted to be, I wouldn't. I was only in high school. I wouldn't even have the time to be able to research all this stuff and go through it all and learn procedures and such. I was only in high school at the time, so it wouldn't have been my fault. But still, though, guilt is normal as well. Everything that you feel is normal. Do not take anything that anybody says like that. It is normal. You feel the way you truly feel. It is you how you feel it. Not them, not other people. It's you. Just know, even if there is nobody out there, if you feel like there's nobody out there, for you, to support you, just know that I've been through it, and I will support you. If you feel alone, even if it's by your own family, your own friends and all that, go through the isolation just as I did, I want to tell you the message that I wanted to hear when I was going through it. I will be there for you. I will support you as well. Because the pain is real. What you feel is real. It's your emotions, your feelings escaping. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, that you should hold it all in, bottle it, or isolate yourself and feel weird or bad or wrong for being angry at random times or being upset. Because, like I said, it's the pain of loss. It goes through you. So, I know this was a long video and there was a lot of feels, at least on my end. But I really wanted to drive this home, I'm here for you. Alright? You're not alone, brother, sister, whatever you want to say. I'm here. Alright? Don't feel isolated. Don't feel alone. If you need to vent, vent to somebody. I don't even care if you want to spot me a message or comment on this video or whatever. Okay? Just know that you are loved. You are cared about. Okay? Alright. Have a good night. Alright? I'll be here for you through it all. Okay? Make sure that you really do know this.